everyone, and thank you for tuning in to our presentation. Together, we are Team 4 Local here today to present to you our analysis and recommendation on why Hoyne Brewing Company should implement a social media strategy to help them achieve their goals of expanded growth across Canada. My name is Megan Delgado, and I will be providing an overview of Hoyne as a company, where they are with their current social media platforms, and what opportunities they face. Then, Serge will discuss the various social media strategies available to Hoyne with a brief overview of what companies can support these strategies. Following that, Cody will provide a strategic analysis of Hoyne using industry-respected models as tools. Finally, Wes will take you through our recommendation and implementation plan. We hope that you enjoy our presentation and find value in our analysis and recommendation. We also look forward to any feedback you may have to improve upon our findings. After years of fine-tuning his craft at several popular brew pubs in Victoria, Sean Hoyne made the leap to start his own brewing company, Hoyne Brewing. As far as business strategy was concerned, Sean believed that if he brewed good beer, the rest would fall into place. As the head brewmaster, Sean has shown dedication to his craft, propelling Hoyne to be one of the top-ranked breweries in BC. Hoyne currently brews and bottles several craft beer varieties in his Victoria brewery. They distribute their beer to liquor stores and restaurants in BC, Alberta, and Saskatchewan, with the Vancouver Island region being their biggest supporters to date. Hoyne is extremely relationship-driven. They spend years building relationships with their local suppliers and is a strong member of the craft brewing network in BC. Hoyne also has a focus on supporting social causes, recently partnering with a local Victoria pub to raise money for a young child battling cancer. Hoyne currently operates 3 social media platforms: Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. They currently have the best engagement on Instagram, where they have 9,783 followers and often generate between 100 to 200 likes per post. However, with roughly the same number of followers on Twitter and Facebook, 9,756 and 7,017 respectively, Hoyne does not realize the same level of engagement on these platforms. This could be due to the algorithms of these platforms, however, as all of Hoyne's posts appear to be organic. Hoyne has the strategy to undergo major expansion to facilitate ongoing growth. It is clear, however, that their social media presence is not supportive of this strategic plan. Hoyne needs a social media information system to help them achieve their goals. I will now turn it over to Sergey.
Thank you. So what does this information system do? What is the opportunity here? In order to find the best way to explain it, our team has conducted further research and found that the honeycomb model created by a group of Canadian professors in 2011 does an excellent job in modeling exactly what a sound social media management system should do. Take a look at it on the right side of the slide. Part of the overall firm's marketing and sales strategy, on the right side of the value chain of activities, the system allows companies to use an array of capturing, analytical, and engagement tools to facilitate learning their existing customers and tapping into something previously unknown or completely unrecognized. Using the system, companies can manage their identity, reputation, sharing, conversations, presence, groups, relationships, you name it. In the social media realm, which includes networks such as Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and many other social networks that people use around the world, including those that are particular to their cultural background and their physical location or geography. With this intelligence, Companies can adjust their messaging, redesign their existing products, or add new ones, and otherwise make an array of strategic decisions that will affect their profitability and keep them competitive. There are many different solutions on the market catering to either very specific processes to social media management, such as engagement or analytics, or offering a full suite of tools and features that allow complex or different integrated tools. What's more important is the fact that many of the ERP systems are beginning to incorporate this tool in their overall ERP solutions. Those include Oracle, SAP, Salesforce, and others. But there are also smaller sized companies such as Hootsuite and SEMrush that cater to small to medium-sized businesses that are not interested or can't afford the expensive ERP solutions. Some of the features of the software would include having a 360-degree profile of customers, identification and analysis of otherwise hidden trends, discovery of behavioral insights, and once all of that is integrated into an ERP system, actionable intelligence with significant influence on the firm's overall strategy. Costs vary from $360 per year per user for smaller businesses to significantly over $12,000 per year per user in some cases, depending on many variables. It is up to each and every business to determine what is it specifically that they need and to find the most appropriate and optimal way of using this type of software.
Moving on to strategic analysis, we will examine the external environment using Porter's 5 forces model. Given the rapid growth of the number of competitors in this industry, threat of new entrants is high. In theory, anyone can start their own brewery. However, starting a brewery takes a significant investment in terms of time and money. The equipment needed, kettles, kegs, boilers, bottling and canning lines, conveyors, cooling tanks, can cost upwards of $1 million. On top of that are the location costs. Not just any building will do. You need a building with enough space for the equipment as well as adequate plumbing and electrical. There are also several legal matters to consider. Liquor license, manufacturer's license, excise license. On top of that, trademarking the company name, product names, and logos. Beer is generally made with 4 simple ingredients: grain, hops, yeast, and water. There are many producers and suppliers of these items, so suppliers here have little bargaining power. Given the number of competitors in the craft beer industry, customer bargaining power is quite high. Customers have so many options and can freely choose any or none of the brands they like. Customers can choose to not drink beer at all, or switch to a cheaper beer produced by a bigger company at higher volume like Budweiser or Molson Coors. The threat of substitutes is high. Beer is a casual alcoholic beverage mostly consumed socially, and it can easily be substituted by other alcoholic beverages like ciders, wines, or spirits. On top of that, there are plenty of other beers too, cheap beers or more niche beers that can be substituted for our Hoyne's products. Rivalry with beer producers in general is high, and there is even rivalry among craft beer producers. However, the craft beer community is also very friendly and encouraging to one another. In fact, many of the Victoria-based breweries often share ideas to help improve the overall quality of the area's microbrewed beers. Next, we will look at Porter's generic strategy matrix. To rule out cost, Hoyne charges right with the industry average among its close competitors. Their brew process is similar as well, with no cost-saving innovations that competitors do not have. To rule out focus as a strategy, Hoyne currently brews 10 different beers, 15 total including seasonal brews. that range all over the color, hops, and malt scales. They do not focus on a niche product segment. This leaves us with differentiation. Hoyne works to make their beers more attractive than the beers of their competitors by striving to deliver more desirable flavors to meet the demands of a wide customer range. They are constantly working and experimenting to create new innovative flavors. This strategy is good for a company like Hoyne as it gives them the ability to stay agile in their product development processes to keep up with or set trends in customer needs and wants. Looking at the value chain for Hoyne, it's fairly typical of a smaller craft brewery. We assume they have a general manager as well as a brewmaster. They also have a quality control system in place to ensure a high-class product is produced. They are currently relying on blog posts and traditional online job postings for recruitment of new personnel. Procurement consists of the purchasing of all their ingredients and materials. This includes main ingredients like grain, hops, and yeast, as well as bottles, cans, and other packaging materials. Inbound logistics involves the receiving, storage, and control of all of these inventories. Operations is all about the process of turning the ingredients into their delicious beers and getting them ready for the various activities of outbound logistics like order fulfillment, shipping, and distribution. Hoyne is relying on just a few lower-end marketing and sales tools like their website, merchandise, and blog posts to get customers' attention. And their services offered are mostly tasting sessions and tours of the brewery. A social media management system can help Hoyne's ability to achieve its goals by improving the many aspects of the company's value chain. Starting with the right side of the value chain diagram, a social CRM can improve sales and marketing by encouraging dynamic interactions between Hoyne and their customers. Peer-to-peer connections allow customers to help each other with problems so they are provided help more quickly. There is risk associated with this though, as it opens the door for negative comments. For inbound and outbound logistics, social media management can help dispense news and updates to customers and suppliers faster in the event of changes or challenges. For operations, social media management can help promote brand awareness and generate new leads to retailers. Social media management can help human resources by opening a much larger pool of candidates for the company to choose from. All these benefits lead to Hoyne's ultimate goal of growing and expanding their business across Canada.
What are the costs associated with implementing a social media management platform? We looked at various platforms and compared the costs along with the pros and cons. Hootsuite's $129 plan offered a comprehensive platform that is able to monitor multiple accounts and connect with over 35 social networks. They offer a variety of plans that fit our price point and offer the service that we would be looking for. Hootsuite also offers a university and training forum to help support the user. The downside with Hootsuite was that the reports can be a bit pricey. Sprout Social offers features that make exporting reports into PDFs or Excel files easy and is mobile friendly. The downside with this platform is that it's on the pricier side for the given features that we were looking for, offered around $149. eClincher offers customizable features and brand images with a lower price point, although it lacks many key features we are looking for. Weighing the costs and the benefits of the social media options available to Hoyne, as well as the elements of their value chain that are in need of the most help, it is our recommendation that Hoyne engages Hootsuite to help them manage their social media platforms. We believe that the services offered by Hootsuite's platform will capitalize on the social media presence that allow them to build meaningful relationships with current and future customers, suppliers, distributors, and other stakeholders. Hootsuite allows a company of Hoyne's size to manage their social media platforms as a one-stop shop, allowing them to focus on what they do best, brewing damn good beer. Is Hootsuite the right move? We use the CROB analysis tool to help determine this. Starting with the cost category in the quantitative points, Hootsuite does come with a moderate monthly fee of $129 per month. This fee is not significant, but for a company of Hootsuite's size, it is substantial. For this reason, we allocated a weight of -5 for the monthly fees. Hoyne requires an IT system to be able to employ Hootsuite. While it can be assumed that Hootsuite currently owns a computer, they may need to invest in other IT hardware components to properly enhance their social media presence, resulting in a -4 weighting. The implementation of Hootsuite is nominal. With a 1-month free trial, Hootsuite can even test out the product before they buy it. Because of this, it's only a weight of -1. While the time to implement it is short compared to the other IS implementations like an ERP or a CRM, Hoyne does still need to learn how to use the platform and determine a strategy to best capitalize on its capabilities. In order to monitor their social media platforms holistically through Hootsuite, they will need to dedicate some staff labor to employ their new SM strategy. For this, a -4 weight was allocated. This totals a -617 score for the cost. Moving on to the negative qualitative categories of risk, Hoyne may experience some loss of control in their SM platforms in that they would now need to operate within the parameters of Hootsuite, although the parameters are reasonable, which is resulting in a -7. Unintentional sabotage could come about from staff members posting damaging content online. However, with a social media policy in place, this risk is limited as a result and weights with a -1. Change management is something to consider for any organization undergoing a modification to their organization or strategy. However, since this change could have minimal impact on the day-to-day operations, a rating of -2 is shown. There is also some risk that there will be some resistance to the acceptance of Hootsuite's platform. Although given Hoyne's strong culture, this is also minimal at -2. Given all these factors, the total weighting for risk is -13. Transitioning into the positive spectrum of CROB analysis and into the qualitative opportunity category, Hoyne is likely to experience an improved influence online. For this, a weight of +5 was determined. The opportunities for extended social media reach are endless, therefore a +7 was given for this. With a greater social media reach comes enhanced and stronger relationships with current and future customers, suppliers, distributors, and stakeholders. A +5 was determined for this opportunity. Hoyne also has the ability to reach a larger demographic through utilizing Hootsuite, resulting in a +3. Finally, the fifth opportunity for Hoyne is the enhanced network they're able to create through stronger social media presence, guided by Hootsuite. A +6 was determined for this. As a result, a total score of +26 for opportunity was given. Moving on to the last category, that of the quantitative benefit, Hoyne is likely to experience strong business growth. For this, a +6 was given. Hootsuite will allow Hoyne to reach a large market as well, showing a +6. Through a larger reach, Hoyne is likely to increase their revenues, giving this a +7. Hoyne will also increase their engagement online, resulting in a +8 rating. Finally, Hoyne will be able to leverage future flexibility through Hootsuite, showing a +1, bringing us to a total of +28 for our benefits. The CROB analysis shows that Hoyne should proceed with the implementation of Hootsuite, as the final total after deducting the negative analysis from the positive is +24. The first step that any organization should take is to develop and publicize a social media policy. This will outline specifically how employees are supposed to conduct themselves online while representing Hoyne Brewing Company. Without this, the business would be at large risk for potential public relations nightmares that would come from poor handling of various situations in an online social setting. Organizations need to determine how they will deal with such issues before engaging in social media. This is done by designating a single individual to be responsible for official organization of social media interactions and by creating a process in monitoring and managing social media interactions. This eliminates any crossing of personal viewpoints and contradictions made through the company's online personality, and prevents any unnecessary issues that may arise from inconsistencies. Hootsuite offers a free 30-day trial for their platform. It is recommended that Hoyne utilize one of these trials to get familiar with the program prior to full implementation. Hoyne can then purchase the platform for continued use.
Thank you for listening to our presentation. It is our hope that you agree that in order for Hoyne to reach the strategic goal of expanded growth, they must work towards a stronger social media presence. This presence should be facilitated through Hootsuite, as it will allow them to connect with customers, suppliers, and distributors, allow them to control all of their social media platforms through a single portal, and supply them with leading-edge tools and resources. Thank you again for your time, and we look forward to any feedback you may have.